Hi, I wanted to do another different video for this channel. This is going to be a very low-tech discussion about 3 apps that I have been using for over 4 years now that have really helped me out when it comes to getting just a little bit of extra money for the holidays. So some things to know, the names of the apps are Ibotta, Shopkick, and National Consumer Panel. And just as a disclaimer, only one of these apps actually gives you cash, but all of them give you gift cards. So this isn't something that you can do to make extra income necessarily, but it is a good way to get an extra $100 to $200 a year that you can spend on yourself, on your family, and just to help you out, because this time of year everyone gets super busy, and then if you're hosting parties it can be kind of expensive, and so you're trying to find a way to make your budget stretch, and these apps have really helped me out, and so I want to explain them to you and encourage you to download them and use them. This is absolutely not sponsored. You can look at my subscriber count. I am no way big enough to have a sponsor. These are just ones that I have used and I really love, and I try to tell everybody I know about them because they work, and I have been using them consistently and been consistently getting $100 to $200 a year, and it's really helped me out. The first app I want to talk about is Ibotta. You've probably heard about this app. They've been bombarding like Reddit and Facebook and everywhere with apps for it, and it is a legit app. It is basically a rebate app for groceries and sometimes for other things. They have some aspects for some online retailers. I haven't really explored that part of it. Mostly my experience is in the rebate portion for groceries. And this is the only app that will actually give you actual cash. You can link up a PayPal account or Venmo and actually get cash. You can cash out as soon as you get up to $20, and you can also get gift cards if you don't want cash. I usually get a gift card because they have a lot of options. I usually get an Amazon card, but I know they have Sephora, and I think they have JCPenney, and they have, way more than that. It's more than 20 different gift cards. You can always check it out and see which ones they have. But it's really easy to use. You just go into the app and you select the retailer that you bought things from or are going to purchase things from. And you can look up to see if any items have a rebate on them. And there are pros and cons to doing this either before or after you shop. Before you shop, you may see things like, oh, hey, I need to pick this up. I might as well do it now and get the rebate. Versus if you did it after, you'd be like, oh, well, I could have gotten the rebate. But then again, you may buy more than you need if you look ahead of time. One of my favorite things about this app, too, is that they have what's called any item rebates. These are usually low cash amounts, usually around 10 cents to 25 or 35 cents. But they can work on any item. They don't have to be a specific brand. Every single week you will get at least 10 cents from this app because they have any receipt. You just take a picture of your receipt, and you can take multiple pictures if it's a long receipt, and you just send it to them, and that one almost automatically gives you 10 cents. Sometimes you have other rebates. They have somebody review it and make sure that you actually bought the things that you're claiming you did, and then they'll credit your account. Occasionally, if they can't see everything on the receipt, they'll ask you to resend it, and it's not a problem. You just take the picture again. And also occasionally you may have to scan the item that you purchased. But you can always get a little bit of cash from this app. Now, the reason why I'm talking about this first is because it is my least favorite app, only in that it's the one that I get the least amount of Christmas cash from. I say Christmas cash, I mean Christmas gift cards, because I get gift cards with all of these. But it is also the best in terms of cash, because the other two don't give you cash, they just give you gift cards. So it's really nice to just open it up. You'll get at least 10 cents a week. That's not a lot in the grand scheme of things. You just get 10 cents a week. Can I math? You get like $5 a year if you just do the 10 cents. But oftentimes a lot of different things go on sale, things that you'll buy, soda, beer, wine, baby stuff, groceries, all sorts of stuff will have rebates, and they can be several dollars for a lot of them. And if you're buying a lot of name brand stuff, they also have bonuses. If you buy a certain amount of items in a certain brand, sometimes you'll get a bonus of like $5 or $10. So if you're actually buying a lot, if you have a family and you're actually purchasing a lot of different things and a lot of branded items, this could actually be really good for you. This could actually be better for you than some of the other apps, which require more time. This app also requires the least amount of time to get the most return for it. But I don't mind taking the time for the other apps, but this app, so the pros are that you get actual cash back, actual cash, and it doesn't require a lot of time. It's usually as simple as scanning your, taking a picture of your receipt and maybe scanning the items that are supposed to be on the receipt. And boom, it gets credited to your account, and you can cash out at $20. You can get cash or a gift card. For me, my con is just that I don't earn enough in a year as much as I do in the other ones. I still earn like, $20-ish a year on average using it, but it's not my favorite. So the next app I want to talk about is National Consumer Panel, and this one has a big asterisk on it because you have to apply to be able to use this app. You have to apply for it. So National Consumer Panel is a division of the Nielsen marketing company. They're the ones who take all the ratings from TV and stuff like that. They'll have a box you can attach to your television. This is a division of that, and it's market research. And I applied and I got in pretty quickly. I don't have kids. I'm married and I have a couple of pets, but I don't have kids, so you don't necessarily have to worry that you'll be rejected. I think they're interested in gathering data from all different types of people across the US. And this one requires a decent amount of effort. Nothing too crazy, nothing that you can't reasonably do. But what it requires you to do is to scan everything you purchase. And you will go into the app and you will scan, you'll type in where it is you purchase stuff from, and then you'll scan each item, or you'll type in the code, or you'll say this item doesn't have a barcode and say what it is. Sometimes you'll have to put in the price, what you paid for it, and then you have to put in how much you spent on it and what you paid with. And then you just send this information to them. And in return, you get points each week. For each week you're active in the panel, which means that you've scanned at least one trip and sent the information in, you get a certain number of points. It starts out around like 150 points a week and can go up to 350 points a week. And plus you get bonus points for doing surveys, because they do surveys. And they have sometimes little games you can play to get extra points. But the main thing is you get points for being active in the panel. And you actually get bonus points if you stay active for a full month. You get an extra monthly bonus. And the main thing to know is that the points will convert into either gifts from the gift catalog or gift cards. The kind of downside of this one is that this actually is the least versatile when it comes to using the points that you earn. You can only get gift cards for, I think, Amazon, iTunes, and Overstock.com. But Amazon is the one I always get, so it's not really a problem. But and the gifts from the gift catalog are actually pretty decent value, and there are some gift cards on there too that you can order, but it's a little more difficult to kind of figure out. You have to look at the gift catalog and be like, all right, how many points do I have? What gifts can I get? It's hard to sort for just gift cards in there. But you get a lot of different stuff. You have a lot of different options. But you need 9,000 points to start getting gifts, and you need about 21,000 points to start getting gift cards. The gift cards you get start at $25 if you just get the regular gift cards. If you get a gift card through the gift catalog, I think they start a little bit lower than that, because I believe they have like $10 AMC gift cards for a lower point total, but it could take you a little while to gather that many points. It's a lot faster when you have been in the panel for longer, and if you are doing surveys when they come out. The nice thing about the surveys is it's not like swag bucks where you have to qualify for certain surveys and it takes forever and you only get a minimal amount of points and it's stupid. No, even if you don't qualify for the survey, they'll still give you the gift points. And they'll just ask, like, all right, do this survey. Oh, well, we apologize. You don't qualify for this survey. Or they don't even say you don't qualify. They'll just go to the, hey, do you eat yogurt? No. All right, was this survey difficult for you? Will you take more surveys in the future? Yes, okay. Here's your points. It's super simple, and they have several surveys a week. It's a really easy way to get points. So, for me, I have the time to scan my groceries, and so this isn't that big of an inconvenience. I just get my groceries, and I do all my shopping on one day of the week, so it's really easy. I don't have to remember to scan things other times. I just sit there. I go retail. I do one store at a time when I scan them in, and I put my groceries away after I scan them, and boom, done. Super easy. And if I ever have a week where I can't scan because I'm on vacation, you can let them know that you are on vacation. You just have to tell them that you're on vacation, and it does not negatively affect your status. That's fine. Super easy, super simple, and they're really nice. They actually have customer service that can actually call you, and they'll ask like, hey, you haven't transmitted in a while, is everything okay? And you can call them and get technical help. And as far as I can tell, they're actually based in the US. They all sound American. Not that I have an issue with the foreign call centers, but it can be difficult to understand them sometimes. So this is a lot easier. You're getting someone who speaks English in a nice clear accent, or without an accent, and they can help you with lots of things, and it's really nice. So the pros for this are that it doesn't take too much extra time, and you get points to get, you're basically spending your time to get free gifts or free gift cards. That's basically it, and it's not difficult at all. I get tons of points just sitting there on my phone, on my couch, doing the surveys, and it's really easy. But of course, the cons are you have to apply for it. It's not difficult to apply for it. Just go to ncponline.com, and you can just sign up to try to get into their panel. It shouldn't be that difficult. I heard back within, I think, a week or two, and it was pretty quick. Also, a con is you do have to scan all your groceries. So this could be slightly more difficult if you have children or if you're really busy and just don't have time to sit there and scan it. So this is a little bit of a time sink, very minor time sink, but a little bit of a time sink. So you have to be able to figure out if this is something you can commit to doing every week or every time you buy something. So that is something you have to consider. But for me, it is super easy. All I'm doing is I'm doing one extra step when I put away my groceries. I'm just scanning everything and putting it away. It's become such a routine for me that it hasn't been a problem. Like I said, I've been using this app for 4 years now, and it's never been a problem. I actually started out, they used to have hand scanners that you had to attach to a base and transmit it. And then they came out with an app, and it was way easier to use. And I think they're pretty much having everybody go to the app if they have a smartphone, because the hand scanners are such a pain in the butt. The app is so much easier. But yeah, so that's National Consumer Panel. That's the second app that I recommend. And the last one I want to talk about is my favorite. My favorite app of the three is called Shopkick. It's also the one that requires the most work, but the rewards you get are also the best. So it's the most work, but you get the most rewards out of it. So Shopkick basically works by you scanning products in different stores and or purchasing these products. You get a ton of points if you purchase a certain product. So it's similar to Ibotta in that you can get certain rebates, but the rebates are in the form of points on Shopkick versus cash. What happens is, I believe this is done for market research purposes and or to make sure that certain items that are supposed to be in a store are actually in a store. So you'll open up your app and it'll tell you which stores are near you. You have to have Bluetooth on so it can communicate. And it will tell you, okay, so you have Walmart near you. And there are 800 kicks available. Kicks are what they call points. And okay, so you have to go scan a Starbucks K-Cup for 30 points. And you have to go scan a Red Bull for 25 points. And oh, hey, look, we've got the super new special product that is going to give you 80 points for scanning it. You just have to find it. And so all you have to do is walk around and scan the barcode on the item. And you get the points. It's not super difficult. It is a time sink though, because you have to walk around the store. And if it happens to have a barcode with points next to it, that means if you purchase the product, you can get additional kicks. And a lot of times, if it has a rebate on Ibotta, it oftentimes has a kicks on Shopkick. So it's nice to be able to use those two apps in tandem. I unfortunately do not buy a lot of branded products. I am cheap and I buy a lot of store brands. So, but Shopkick is very similar to Ibotta in that a lot of the things you're scanning or getting rebates for are newer items. And so they want to scan to make sure that these items are actually in the store when they're supposed to be. I really enjoy this app because the rewards, they have so many gift cards that you can get. I think this has the most available. Ibotta has a decent amount, but I think Shopkick has more, like JCPenney, Sephora, Target, Amazon, American Eagle, tons of other ones that I just don't use. But they start also, the minimum payout is $2. You need 500 kicks to get a $2 gift card. Now that seems really lame, but if you go to Walmart, you will get your $2 in a day, in like an hour or less, depending on how long it takes you to walk around Walmart and scan things. And it can be so fast to get points. Over a year, the span of a year, you can easily get enough points to get a $50 gift card or more, depending on how often you're going to these stores with the high point values. For me, this is very easy to do. I go to Sam's Club for certain items, and they also have kicks that you can scan at Sam's Club, but not as many. But then Walmart's right next door, so I just pop over to Walmart, walk around, scan stuff, and then I go to my regular grocery store. And even that store has kicks, which is so many stores do. Walmart, Sam's Club, Meijer, Target, JCPenney sometimes, Ulta, Home Depot, Lowe's, a lot of different stores you can find in the mall. So many stores have these. And of course, different stores have different things they want you to scan. Now, if you find the same product, like say you scan Mentos gum at Walmart, you can't then go to Meijer and scan the same thing and get the points. It only counts for one place, but it doesn't matter. You get so many points. I think my local Walmart always has 800 to 900 kicks available, sometimes more. And between that and Sam's Club and Meijer, I usually get 1,000 kicks a week easily, and that's worth almost $5, which doesn't seem like a lot, but if you get $5 a week for a whole year, that's over $250 in gift cards. It's usually not quite that much because the point denominations are kind of wonky when they get up to the higher levels. Of course, you could just get a whole bunch of like the $5 gift cards if you want. But this app has been a lifesaver around Christmas time. It's been wonderful because if there are times when you're getting close to your budget or you're over your budget, you can just look at the app and be like, all right, I have enough points to get a $10 gift card or a $25 gift card, and I can just use the points. And it's been really, really helpful. This one's my favorite app just because it's the easiest to get points for and get the most rewards for. But of course, I don't have to worry about children, and I have all the time in the world to go shopping, so I have that part easy. This one is very difficult for those of you who are busy and or have children, because children, of course, are like, I don't want to be walking around the grocery store in general. Why are we walking around and you're just looking for things to scan? So that can be a little challenging. And then, of course, if you don't live in an area where either A, the stores are really close together, or B, you just don't have these stores, you're not going to have as many options for things to scan. The good thing is Walmart is kind of the place where most of the Kicks are, and most places have a Walmart. Not all places do, though. And not everyone wants to go to Walmart. My Walmart, it took me forever because there's kind of a certain number of products that you always kind of have to scan in certain areas, and that Walmart is laid out so strangely, and things are always messy, and it drives me nuts walking around there. So I can understand if other people don't necessarily want to have to go to Walmart. But some people go to Walmart all the time, and there are a lot of nicer Walmarts out there. It just depends on which area you're in. But yeah, so you may not want to have to go to some of these stores, or like, they've got some other stores where you don't want to have to go to the mall. It's a time sink. It really is. But I think the rewards are worth it for me. You'll just have to decide if it is for you, because for you, it may just be too much effort. But yeah, so pros of this app, you get the best rewards out of all three. And it requires you just to walk around and scan stuff. It's the most effort, but it's lower effort than like something like Swagbucks. Swagbucks takes up so much of your time, and you get so little reward for it. I hate that app. I've tried it, and I just did not like it at all. Of course, the cons are, again, you get the best rewards, but it is the most of a time sink of all of them. I still don't think it takes that long. I think I spend maybe an extra hour a week in order to get the points for this app, versus if I just didn't scan anything. And I think that time is worth it, an hour for points. I'm probably making less than minimum wage doing that, but I'm out, I'm not using that much extra gas because the store is right next to one I always go to anyway. So it's not really a problem. But yeah. So in conclusion, I just wanted to share these three apps with you: Ibotta, National Consumer Panel, and Shopkick. These are ones I've used for many years now, and they've always consistently worked for me. I've never had a problem redeeming a gift card. When you redeem a gift card with them, you get it just about instantly. It might take a minute or two, but it's just about instantly. And I've never had an issue redeeming it. It's always worked. They've always worked. All the gift cards I've ever gotten from there have always worked. Never been a problem. And it only takes a little bit of extra time. I think between Shopkick and National Consumer Panel, I spend maybe an extra hour to an hour and a half a week than I would without doing it. And Ibotta takes like 5 minutes. And I feel that is worth my time, to have just a little bit of extra cash at the end of the year to spend on Christmas, or Black Friday, because we always go out shopping on Black Friday. We're part of the problem. I'm sorry. I find it fun. But again, keep in mind, you're not going to get a whole lot of actual cash unless you're doing Ibotta a lot. And you're most likely to average $100 to $200 between all of the gift cards and cash for a year of work. National Consumer Panel in particular will yield you more rewards the longer you're in it. But if you need something now, if you're like, okay, this is the second week in November, and I need a little bit of extra Christmas cash, what should I do? Download Shopkick. That is going to be the one app that might actually get you a little bit of extra cash. For each week leading up to Christmas, do as many of the Kicks as you can. You should be able to get $10 to $25 worth of Kicks if you really, really try. You're more likely 10 versus 25, It just depends on how many of the stores are around you. But Shopkick is the one that is most likely to get you that little bit extra. National Consumer Panel, if you start it right now, you're not going to have enough points to get anything. And Ibotta is super dependent on how much stuff you purchase normally. Again, if you have a large family and you buy a lot of branded items, and of course if you're open to trying new items, this Ibotta could be great for you. Ibotta could potentially be even better than Shopkick. But it just is going to depend on your situation and how much time you're willing to put into doing the work for these apps. So yeah, those are the apps that I really, really love, and they always work for me, and I just want to share that with you because I have a lot of experience with living on a budget and trying to save money in all sorts of different ways. I've tried many different things. Some have worked, some have not, and I want to try to share some of those with you. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below and I will get back to you. I hope you found this helpful. If not, I apologize. These apps have been around for a while, so a lot of people probably know about them. I just wanted to tell you my personal experience with them, to tell you that these apps are legitimate and they really, really work. And I want to tell so many people about them because they can really help you out around this time of year. It's really nice. But yeah, so thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful holiday season. Bye!